Oh, I need to have chat available. Aha. Okay. So, hi everyone. I'm Amyrlinn. And have you ever thought to yourself, Dishonored has too many cutscenes and not enough Japanese influence? Well, great. This game is for you. This is Aragami. It is a stealth, blink-focused game. You're gonna really... It's very similar in style to Dishonored, and I like it a lot. I think it has a lot of really cool potential. This is New Game No Out of Bounds. I don't have any upgrades. There's a lot of really powerful upgrades that you can get, like increased blink speed and stuff like that, so I don't use any of that. And No Out of Bounds, there's a lot of broken parts of these levels where you can just clip out and run to the end, and that's boring. I like routing the individual levels around. Like, it's more of a challenge than just doing that to me. So I have a incentive for this to... Oh, so I have an incentive for this to kill the guard. I only kill 2 people in this run. Unless I get bad RNG, then I have to kill 3. But instead of deciding that at the time, you guys are going to decide for me. So, Boix, I'll let you know when we go into the level to cut off the incentive then. So, with all that said, here we go, Chapter 1. We're going to start time in 3, 2, 1, go. So, this game has a lot of really good sound direction, first off. Like, it's really similar to Na'vi from Ocarina of Time, except, like, I actually like listening to the voice. It's RNG as to which one is going to be faster for me. If the guard is in the right place, then killing him is not faster, but if he's blocking me, then killing him is faster. So I'm doing a lot of things really fast. Blinking here, I can only... There's 3 states I can be in. Like, when my cape is red, that means I'm in light. When I'm black, like that means I'm in shadow. And then when there are these direct lights, like that actually takes away my blink ability. So you can see the little pattern on the back of my cape is actually how much blink energy I have. So it's not like, you know, I only have X amount of blinks. The energy recharges whenever you're in shadow. Doesn't recharge when you're in not shadow, and then drains when you're in the light. So the goal is to just stay in the shadows as much as possible. They're supposed to teach you about creating shadows here, but you can just instead jump up to the top of that ledge. Restarting checkpoints and going into a cutscene all recharge your blink energy. So I'm going to be restarting checkpoint as often as I can. Sometimes it actually skips me ahead of it. Other times it's just normal. Hope you really like hearing that bwomp sound a lot, because that means I alerted the guards. Like I said, it is faster to not kill anything in this run, except for the 2 required kills. So I'm just going to be running straight past guards. Everything is a one-shot in this game, including me. Guards one-shot me, but I one-shot guards. And I'm going to use that to great effect a little bit later. This is one of the only times in the run that we actually have to wait. I'm just letting my cape recharge here, and you can kind of see it. So I port there, port here, cutscene plays, all my blink is back. So the guards are actually blowing a horn. The way they do it is really cool. It's all proximity based. And, like, if a guard isn't close enough, they actually won't hear the horn and won't get alerted. Whenever that symbol is in the upper right corner, that's a checkpoint. That means I can restart. And I'm going to grab this scroll right here. It gives me 1 skill point, and that's... Oops, blink into a wall there. That gives me 1 skill point. Wow. I'm really on top of this. I'm going to be grabbing another skill point in this next level, and that'll give me invisibility. Ooh. Okay, so there you go. I'm gonna donate $2 a death. There's the first one. Everything is a one-shot, and if guards' patterns are randomized, within a certain degree. Like, I've seen every guard pattern at this point, so I know what they're gonna do. But it's like 2 or 3 or 4 patterns that they can go on. And sometimes they can go on really bad patterns. Look up in the sky here, because if I click, I waste shadow energy. One blink over to here. And then that shadow is long enough for me to recharge another blink over here. And we're down into some cutscenes. So this is like a major guard in this level. I'm just gonna run right by him. Guards, if you surprise them, usually aren't fast enough to react to kill you. But in the rare case that they are, you know, I'll pay for it and I have to go back. So that gave me invisibility. You won't see it right now because I have to actually recharge them first. But there's going to be 2 little blue symbols on the back of my cape that signify... I really hope they don't alert here. If they alert, I have to restart from checkpoint because it means they lock the level exit. There we go. Nice. Alright, so we're going to cut off the incentive here, boys. Am I killing or am I saving this guard? So you can see the 2 little symbols on the back of my cape. That means I have 2 invisibility charges. Kill. Alright. Killing. Good. I was kind of worried about that. Saving the guard could be really bad if he's in a bad position. This is the first bad RNG. That guard being right there means everyone's going to be alerted real fast. Oop, okay. So, dying doesn't reset their patterns. That's the other bad thing about this game. So, I'm always going to be running right by this guy, and then that guy's going to be right there. Alright, there's one cool thing about how invisible... Whoa, okay. Nailed me. There's one other cool thing about invisibility that I'll explain a little bit later. But for now, just know that, you know, obviously, I'm invisible. Okay. I think I actually survived that somehow. That's crazy. I was, like, full out in front of people. That's part of the bad RNG. Don't want to do that. Put in this cutscene. Here. So these shrines right here, you open them up and they recharge your blink energy. Nothing really, you know, standard charge. So this is just more pathing through the area and avoiding a ton of guards. There's a little back entrance to this area that is faster to go in. Alright. The incentive. Big incentive coming up. Oh, good. Okay, we're actually going to save time. So I would have to kill this guard if he was in this position. He can also be down there, and then I wouldn't have to kill him. But sorry, guy. You died for the marathon. While we're going through here, boys, if you got any donations, feel free. Got a little bit of time.
Yo.
Yo.
We did get that donation. $10 from Payne Desi, who says, I bet $10 that the guard's gonna be in a bad spot, so fuck him. And if he's in a good spot, then fuck him too, because he messed me up, sad face. And that was towards the kill incentive. Thank you.
And it was worth it. It paid off. Oh, I wasted a blink there. Lost like half a second. But this is just a big circle, this area. I'm actually going to leave the level from the same place I came in. I can drop behind... Nope. I'm just going to drop right in front of that guy. So there's a slow-mo if you get caught. It's It's not the most useful because getting caught in this game, you're generally not in a place. It's not like Metal Gear Solid where you're usually in a place to do something about it. If you get caught, you just get caught. So here's the cool thing about invisibility. I blew all my blinks there, but going invisibility actually recharges all of my blink energy. And it, as you can see it ticking down on the back of my cape. So I can do that like even in bright light. I can go invisible and still blink. So I actually used that at a couple points in the run. It's just going over a couple of rocks. It's right here. I'm just going to be running by a ton of guys. Their AI, it isn't great, but they also get really confused by blinks. So, like, I'm going to blink past this guy and invis at the same time, and he hears something, so he knows I'm here. But they don't know where I am, so they can't do anything about it. Generally, the best strategy for avoiding dudes is just to blink directly at them, and they'll get really confused because they don't know how to handle turning around. Oh yeah, there's story in this game. I'm a shadow that the lady in white summoned, and I'm attempting to help her get revenge. I'm attempting to help her get revenge on the Kaiho, which are the Warriors of the Light. I am an Aragami, which is a shadow, warrior of darkness kind of thing. That's not intended. You're supposed to break something to turn off that light bubble, but I figured out a way around it. You're also supposed to break something to turn off that light bubble, or these upcoming ones, but you actually can't get around that otherwise. Sometimes you have to crouch, and it's weird. Blink is really precise. There we go. And we're out of there.
Good time to cut in?
Yeah, go for it. I'm just leaving the level.
Alright, we got 2 donations. One from Lady Cynical for $10 that just says nerd.
Thanks, babe.
And $5.55 from the one, the only, is Bullets, who says streamer said to donate, so we're contractually obligated to do so. Sorry, I don't make the rules. Thank you, Bullets.
Thanks, Bullets. Alright, so this is the Mausoleum of the Fallen. This actually has one of my this is one of my favorite areas in the entire game because, excuse me, the routing for it is really cool. We essentially have to go turn off 4, break 4 of those stones, and they're all the areas are like distinct. Like I can remember individual things about each area. So, also the arches are really stupid. A bunch of times I'm just gonna run right by them. So these all have elements. I think this is Earth, although I'll be honest, I can't remember. But we go down here. You can clip through the ceiling there if you're not careful, or if it's just random. There can be a guy, so you can't walk through these light walls, but they can. Luckily, nobody got me there. Oh, I'm at a really bad spot. Okay. So if I die, that means I have to redo that whole area. A huge problem. Because each of these areas are pretty short. I want to alert that early. That's alright. Drop down. If everything goes really bad, I'll use some invisibility charges. There's a shrine at the beginning of each area that lets me regen them. But obviously it costs time to get. So I try to just save as much of them as I can. Like I said, I have invis charges and... Wow, that guy was ready. Yeah, alright. We're playing it safe. I have all of my invisibility charges mapped out on every single level. Like, if I use one that I didn't mean to, then it's an issue. Okay, just clip through the floor there. Where am I? Oh. Got myself all turned around. So yeah, in New Game Plus, they also run on an older patch, so they really abuse like just going through walls and stuff. Get up on them. One of the things I don't think the devs... Alright. One of the things I don't think the devs of this game intended or tested very much was blinking onto walls. So I can... There's a couple places where like I'm supposed to go around that you can just blink onto a wall to get up. We're gonna play that. We're gonna go to the other side. Come on. That's one of the downsides of invisibility right there. If your invisibility timer is low enough, you actually can't blink anymore. Also, you can just run right by that guard. So because the invisibility timer is also your blink meter, it counts down, and if it's low enough, you just straight up cannot blink for another couple of seconds. So I try to map everything out in such a way that, like, when I'm done being invisible is when I need to blink again. Luckily, this one's pretty straightforward. You just go out the front door. And every time you pass that, it's a checkpoint. Go. I actually don't know how, like, the intended quote-unquote way to do this part. I think you're supposed to go through, like, the center of the area. But I don't do that. I just kind of go up the outside. One of the cool things about guards is that even if they alert down here, they're not alerted upstairs, which isn't an issue. Oh. Okay. Gonna blow another... I was gonna blow another invis charge to stay safe there. Instead, maybe I can just get a cleaner run through this. Come on. Yeah, so I'm just getting all of the bad patterns today. Where's the out? Yeah, so this is just, I'm standing here waiting to blink. I've clowned myself. Revealed myself as a fool. This is one of the longer levels in the game, just because it involves so much running around. But the ending of it is also really cool. Need to make a shadow to jump to. Alright. We're out of that section. Not an issue. That mission and this mission and mission 11 are the two missions I have the biggest problems with. But this one's actually pretty... This area is pretty straightforward. I just exploit the fact that an archer is looking directly at me. He's like, oh, there's someone there. And I just leave. And there we go. Alright. Now we gotta get to the center room. I think we're looking for intel here or something. It's been a while since I played the story, so I don't really remember. We're just gonna blink up stuff. So there's a cutscene here that's supposed to show lasers coming alive, but if I skip the cutscene, it actually delays the start of the lasers. Normally you're supposed to, like, jump all of them up there, but that was really good. Getting past that is really, really good first time, because if I waste it, then the lasers are back on. Also, we hit 1,000 apparently. Hell yeah. This area is a real modern game walk and talk, except you don't have to walk and talk, you could just leave. So I think more modern games should do this. If you don't want to hear something, you should be able to just leave. So restarting checkpoint there would actually have put me in the cutscene. So I just wait on that. This guard is good. If he's facing the other way, then he can catch me really easily. He always goes left around the table, so I just ring around the rosy him and leave. I'm gonna invis right here. Guard close. Just waiting here to blink. Alright. Refill the invis. Go over here. If I step into that light, it starts chasing me, and then it attaches to me and explodes. Luckily, I know the range of it. Archers are really dumb. But he actually shot one of those tracing bullets at me. But of course he missed. There we go. Now we're out. So this run's going okay so far. You know, had a bit of a rough mausoleum, but other than that, we're doing pretty well. This is another just run everywhere and turn off stuff by hitting it. This is an example of the walls not stopping me. I can just blink over them. Blinking and going invis at the same time is definitely the strat to avoiding them catching you. This guard's in a good spot. He can normally be patrolling along here. I don't want him to be doing that because then he'll catch me and hit me. Yeah, you'll see sometimes I'm delaying my blinks a little bit. That's just to try and get me behind guards so that... just out of time. That's just to... If I can blink behind them, they'll usually get confused and not catch me. Risky double blink here. There we go. Alright, so this is the second person I'm going to kill in this game. This is the captain. He actually takes 3 hits to kill. So I have to hit this to turn off his little shield, run up to him, and hit him in the back. And I teleport away. Okay. Here. Up here. Turn this off. Now, I can't hit him from the back again. So what I'm going to do is bait him into seeing me. Teleport up here and go invisible. Because there's aerial assassinations in this game. There we go. That starts a cutscene where he just calls out a whole bunch more guards. But I know where the third one is. We'll go over here. One of the things in this game is, as long as I mash space before I actually die, I win. So right there, I killed him. He gives some more... He talks some more about this game, and like what's going on with the story. This is the military quarter. We are... Military district, sorry. We are rapidly approaching the end of the game. There's 13 chapters in this game, I guess, because Aragami are considered unlucky usually. Oop, that guy saw me, so I need to swerve a little bit. There we go. Alright, so you're normally supposed to go down below into the sewers and find some more stuff, but I know where I'm going, so I can just ignore all of that and run straight past everybody. I want to imagine, like, what the guards are thinking when the shadow just blazes past them. No, hang on, can't talk to you right now. So this cutscene in here puts me in a really weird location. It acts like I entered from the other side of the room. So she's gonna say Aragami soup here. Kind of a weird phrase to hear. I've got an invisibility left, so I'm going to use it right here. Okay. There we go. Alright. So that's military district. Nothing can usually go wrong in that except for the very last part, if that guy decides to get uppity and hit me. The stone tower used to be one of the worst levels for me. Or the 6th talisman, sorry. I have it abbreviated as TST in my splits, and I always forget what it's called. So right here, this is the dangerous part. So I'm just going to be running back into these guys that I alerted. But I found a place where I can skip all of that. There we go. So normally I had to do this like whole run around through the caves, and there's like 5 guards. But finding that was a godsend and let me speed up clearing past that. So this is stump jump. You jump on a stump. You just go past the stump. I almost fucked it up, but we're good now. Restart checkpoint just to get all my blinks back. Having 2 invis charges coming into here is good, because I blow one right here to stay safe. I get up here and turn off this bridge. Everyone's alerted, but they don't think to look, like, at the mechanism of the bridge. They just kind of... like, you can watch them for a bit. They just shoot things randomly and run around and try and find me. Yeah, whatever. I'm gonna invis coming down, because that makes it a little safer. They also can't see me through this, but as soon as the bridge drops fully, they can. Yeah, the guards in this game are fucking great. They get really bad about me just running past them. This is just an exercise in dodging the bright light. Ordinarily, I'd have to hit this, but I found a way around that, because it's slow, and I'd have to go through this whole tower. Instead, I just come over here to the back. Teleport. Oh, alright, blink ran out. Teleport. There we go. Oh, missed it. So I want to get on those rocks. Oh. They don't want me standing there. So I just... there we go. Now I'm in shadow waiting for enough blink to recharge that I can create a shadow and jump to it. Your cape controls every shadow power you have, by the way. I suppose I didn't explain that well enough, but I also don't create shadows all that often. For some reason, you can blink directly into that bright light, and then this guy can smack me. I wasted a little bit too much time messing around in front of him. Oop, there we go. Up. Wait a little bit. Shadow creation and blink. Really concerned about that guy seeing me. He's gonna blow the horn, which means these guys get alerted, but honestly, that's not the worst thing. I do wish there was a way to turn off invisibility, because it means that, you know, I just can't blink for a second. So this is the second to last level, and then the last level is a big boss fight. So there's this lady. Genuinely cannot remember her name, but this area is also really interesting because it's there's lightning occurring, which acts as a flash of bright light and actually uses up some of my blink. I'm gonna have to blow an invis here just to get past here. She's an archer, and like most archers, if you let her lock onto you, she will kill you. So I'm just gonna try to avoid having her do that. Oh, yeah, she's there at the end. Not the greatest shot. Oop. That guy should have killed me. Genuinely surprised that that did not. That also should have killed me. I walked into that. Yeah, I really like the soundtrack for this game. I think it's... oh! Alright. So blinking in this game is really precise, and if you whiff your input by just a little bit, I need to charge and have 2 invis. Yeah, if you whiff your input just a little bit, because it's really precise, it will send you to your death. Come on, get up there. There we go. So this is the checkpoint. So even if I die here, it's fine. I am not keeping track of my deaths as well as I should be, but I think that's 7 right there. Shadow jump to there. So everyone's alerted, but that's fine. The last guy that I really care about in this area is this guard. Go, we're up. He saw me, but he doesn't know where I am. Alright, and then we're supposed to go all the way back around, but instead you can just blink over the wall. You're supposed to, like, run up the center while she's shooting more arrows at you. Nah, don't want to deal with that. So this is the last level. We've come all the way. We're... The general lady that we were fighting in the last level is actually our friend. And now we have to kill the White Raven lady from tracking us. So this boss fight is randomized. She goes to... There she is. This is, again, if I mash space faster than she can kill me, then I win. She is. Come here. Oh, I'm dead. So she put down a trap, and I got to her, and she killed me. Luckily, not that much of an issue. I can just try it again. Yeah, this last part can be really mean. I also need her to... There she is. I need her to move around some, so I can actually see where she goes. That's somewhere off this way. Go, there's 2. I gotta hit her a 3rd time. There she is. Oh. She go up? Oh, there she is. Alright, lady, where did you... There you are. Alright, and I have to get onto this last chandelier. Oh, missed it. Alright. So she doesn't attack here. If I'm fast enough, I can interrupt her out of it, but time is coming up in just a couple seconds. As soon as it lets me dive attack her, and time. Right underestimate. I think. Alright, so she Hadoukens you, and you die, and the game ends. Not really, but I'm not going to spoil the story for people that haven't played it yet, because it's a really good game. I encourage you to play it. It's a lot of fun. It's pretty short. It's 13 levels. And it's got a really cool story, and it also has a new game... it also has New Game Plus. I meant to select the story. And has a lot of challenges. It's almost kind of like a Hitman game, in that sense. So like now, restarting, I have all my Blink stuff. Yeah, I think that's it for me. Thank you very much, Boix, for putting this on. Thank you to everyone who donated, helped to get us there. And I will see you all later.